What's wrong with you kids? Can't you guys do anything right? Enough. Alright, hey guys, we're back fresh from our family vacation, and we're all refreshed and feeling good, and try to make this quick, but we do have some highlights we want to point out, and we've got some pickups that we got on vacation, and actually came back to a really cool surprise. I got a package in the mail from a certain video game geek. I think his name is Vintage, but this was really cool, and I haven't opened it yet. I wanted to open it on film, so it's very exciting and really cool. So actually I'm going to christen my Zelda letter opener here. I'm going to use the Master Sword here to open up this package, so I'll do this quickly. So let's see what Mr.
Thank you, Vintage.
Yes, and I want to say that this means a lot to me. It means more than you might think. You know, I often look at other people's videos of them opening packages that they receive from other people in the community, other YouTubers, and it always kind of made me smile that there was a lot of generosity out there, and a lot of giving. And some of the videos were people just stumbling across items that they knew their friends wanted, and they sent it to them out of the kindness of their hearts. And it always made me smile to see people be so generous, and the people that I've come across in the community have been very kind, generous, considerate, thoughtful, encouraging. So this is my first package from a fellow YouTuber.
Thank you
and
for
it really means a lot to me. It means that I feel like I've officially become part of the community now, and I really do appreciate it. I don't care what's in here. It could be just a bunch of bubble wrap. So let's find out what Mr. Video Game Geek gave us. Let's see what this is. Oh, G.I. Joe the movie, the cartoon. That is awesome. Check that out.
Wow.
I am just floored by this. This is so cool.
Let me see.
G.I. Joe the movie. Let's see. This was the Cobra Threat, the Joe Solution. G.I. Joe the movie.
Cool.
Featuring voices of Don Johnson, he's a cool guy, and Burgess Meredith, based on the most popular action figures of all time. So that is really cool. This was, let's see, produced in, I don't see a date on here, but thank you so much. It's very thoughtful of you. I'm a big fan of G.I. Joe. I had a lot of the toys as a kid. I watched the show. The kids and I watched on Netflix sometimes. So
Thank you, Vintage!
Thank you, Vintage. That was extremely kind. So it means a lot to me. Very cool. Now, we were on vacation, and we had a great time. The beach was awesome. The weather was awesome. We had some cool highlights. We did go to a real arcade. That was really cool. And they actually had some, older games. They had a Miss Pac-Man in there.
You got the high score.
They said, I don't know how true that is. I'm sure they just plugged it in or something, because I'm not very good at Miss Pac-Man.
You got to
Yeah, Galaga. I played Galaga.
Yeah, Galaga, Miss Pac-Man.
And we played Mortal Kombat 4
Mortal
together.
Kombat 4 was in there, which was really cool. I played with Luke, and Bobby filmed me doing it a little bit. And they also had a couple, I'm trying to remember the name of it, a cowboy shooting game that I remember.
They had
in the
Terminator.
Terminator 2, Judgment Day, great movie, James Cameron. I played that game with two Uzi guns. That was really fun. I played that for like a half an hour or so.
Oh, and
so that was cool.
me and Bobby, we spent a lot of our money trying to get an MP3 player out of his crane game.
Now before
we never did.
Before we found this arcade, it was kind of a sad. I know it was like this, but you go to the arcades that they have on the boardwalk, and it's basically like a little
casino.
A casino for children.
Casino for children.
Games where they put money in and try to win items, and it was sad. There was a couple video games, just a handful in there.
Yeah, that was.
And it was kind of sad.
The only like retro one in there was Miss Pac-Man / Galaga.
Yeah, so I guess they had to put that in there, but
a casino for kids.
They didn't have many games, video games. It was a bunch of silly ticket games, and that's really just sad. But I guess that's what sells, and that's what they got to do to stay alive.
But that one that we went to, that one did have quite a bit of actual games.
It was actually a separate building, a separate little room that was just an arcade. Now they had ticket machines in there too, but they had a lot of pinball machines.
They had more games than anything else.
Yeah, pinball, video games, and they had the skee-ball and basketball thing.
Skee-ball, basketball, but they had more video
But it was nice to see that they had a lot of video games, and pinball games in there as well. So that was really cool. That was kind of a highlight. What else? Oh, we went to the Retro Emporium again, which is the place I got my really cool Empire Strikes Back comic that I showed last time. So I'll show some video of us in the Retro Emporium. I think it's called Gadgets.
Yeah,
Retro
Gadgets
Emporium.
and Gadgets.
But it's a really cool store. They had some really cool stuff in there, which is where we got some of our pickups here. I'm going to start here by showing. They're watching football, and I was like, what is that? I was getting murdered. Anyway, it's football Sunday in there, and the Ravens are playing. Anyway.
Wow.
So, what's way more important than football is this kind of stuff. So, I found some unopened cards that I used to collect when I was a kid. I never collected the Alien cards, but I had to buy these because this is one of my favorite movies of all time. The 1979, I believe it is, Ridley Scott film, Alien. It's a masterpiece.
Growing pains.
So I'm going to open those up. And Return of the Jedi, I had so many of these cards when I was a kid. All three movies, Empire Strikes Back, Star Wars, Return of the Jedi. So it was really cool to find an unopened packet. And I'm going to open these up and see which ones are in there. And
carefully.
And it's funny enough, I got video of it. I'll show it on there. But we stumbled across some Growing Pains cards, which I never knew they had sitcom cards. I never had them as a kid. No, but the irony is, the funny part is, we actually went back that same night, and we were watching Full House on the TV in our vacation home, and it was the one where they had the Kirk Cameron cameo. Kirk Cameron is the guy that plays in Growing Pains. So anyway, it was so funny. He came in there, and he was all cool, and of course he is the brother of DJ in Full House in real life. They're actually brother and sister. I can't remember her name. I think it's Candace Cameron, to be honest with you. But anyway, it was the famous cameo appearance of Kirk Cameron in Full House. So it was funny to kind of see that right after we saw the Growing Pains cards. And man, he was, it was to have Uncle Jesse and Kirk Cameron in the same episode. The cool factor was just off the charts. I mean, you had Uncle Jesse, and you had, Kirk Cameron bouncing around with his like afro mullet thing going. Every time he moved his hair, was bouncing everywhere. He had that little smile, his famous little Kirk Cameron smile.
And the rest of the week, Dad was singing the theme song for Growing Pains.
Show me that smile, ooh, show me that smile. Once you start, you can't stop. Don't waste another minute on your crying. We're nowhere near, the best is ready to begin. Whoa! Come on, everybody. As long as we got each other, we got the world spinning right in our hands, baby, rain or shine. No, you and me, we gotta be the luckiest dreamers to ever be dreaming of something like that. As long as we keep on giving, burning, and we can take anything that comes our way, baby, rain or shine. All the time, we got each other, sharing the laughter and love. Listen, when I was a kid, I was one of six. I was a family of six. We would all hold hands and sing that song together as it came on, like in Whoville. We'd all just kind of hold hands and sing the song.
Gosh.
And at the end of the song, we'd all come in for a family embrace, a family hug. We'd all be crying and stuff. And sometimes, and sometimes you would watch the whole show in that family hug, just smiling and laughing. It was smelly. It was family time. What show do you have that brings us all together as a family? What show do we all gather around on Thursday or Friday nights, TGIF, and watch? What? There's nothing on. That's why. Nothing. What, we gonna sit around and watch the Kardashians or some naked dating show or something? I mean, there's nothing on right now, right? Every time those shows came on, we gather around television and hug and cry and smile, and it was good stuff. All right, so let's move on here. We've got, you want to move to, let's go to you, Bob, your pickups from vacation.
Okay, well, first of all, I got same thing as he did, the Return of the Jedi, or whatever, Star Wars cards. So I opened them up already, so I kept, oh gosh, I kept this, and
excuse me, sorry, go ahead.
And here are my cards. So they have cards, and then on the back they have like quizzes, and on the next number card, the next card, they have the answer. Sadly, I don't have any of the next cards, so I do not know the answers to any of them. I'll just read one right here for an example. What device does Luke Skywalker use to communicate with C-3PO
I knew that
when
one.
they are separated on the Death Star?
Do you know that? No. Comlink.
Comlink.
Open all the doors of the detention center! 3PO! Open all the doors of the detention center! Ah!
I totally.
No,
knew
no!
that.
Open them all! Okay. I'm going to show these. I haven't opened mine yet, but what's cool about these is a lot of them, they're movie stills from the movie. I don't know if you can see those. I'll zoom in. But some of them, like this one right here, are actually shots that were never in the film. So you can see kind of behind the scenes almost pictures of the film. And I remember as a kid looking at these thinking, wow, I don't remember seeing this in the movie. And I watched the movie again, and sure enough, some of the scenes weren't in there. So it's really cool. I really like these a lot. And they had that gum in there that you could...
I got the gum,
Chew.
and it was hard as a rock.
I know Aaron Ricky from Retro Liberty in one episode 8, a piece of gum out of a Ninja Turtles, and apparently it like dissolved on their tongue, and Ricky got sick for like a week or something. So we're not going to touch the gum. It's kind of cool to have as a novelty. We're not going to consume it by any means.
It was hard.
All right.
Okay, my second thing was an old, the original, I think it's the original, Iron Man comic.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Armor Wars 2, okay. Iron Man comic, yeah, it's issue 258. So, it's
Show them the
called,
cool thing on the back. That's what I like the most.
it is a, actually, it is a, what do you call it, ad for an old, Game Boy game called Nemesis.
Yeah, Game Boy.
See, Nemesis.
Game Boy.
It's got little screenshots. It's got the story for the game, which I don't think they actually have on the actual game, so you have to read that to know the story.
Like on the back of the box or something.
Yeah, but so it's really cool to have that, and then it smells like old comics, and I haven't actually read it yet, but I'm going to. I've taken it out of here and I looked through it a bit, but I haven't read it yet, but I will. So that's my pickups.
All right, very good. Let's jump over to Anna because she's getting restless over there. What the heck did you get on vacation?
These are shells that were found in the ocean, but they were painted.
Go
They
for the
were
store.
found in the ocean by some weird nerdy guy.
Okay.
How do you know?
Let's move it along
And
here.
I got this rubber ball that is squishy. And we went to Seashell City, and at the end, when we checked out
What's
the
it called?
Seashell,
Say.
Seashell City.
Cool. Go ahead.
At the end, when we paid for all of our stuff, the nice lady gave all three of us these shell necklaces
Yep. That was
I don't
nice.
that are made out of real shells. So that's cool. It's really cool. With just a piece of wood, it can make a really cool thing. I made this out of just a piece of wood. Isn't that cool?
It is cool. You're getting really good at that too. They're looking really good.
Wow, I'm like, Mom, what is this? It's just a piece of wood and has colors all over it. Well, it has colors all on the words. And she's like, oh yeah, you had that in VBS for church. I'm like, oh really? So then I got it, and I tried it in the car. I'm like, this is working really good. And actually, that picture, this picture that I showed you was my first one, and it's really cool.
It is really good. That's one of your best ones.
Oh, I forgot to say something.
What?
Another one of my pickups was this Mega Man shirt.
Oh yeah, we got some of our pickups on.
Mm-hmm.
Now I didn't know they had this until he saw it, so he got that one. And I really wanted, they had an 8-bit Zelda one, but they didn't have it in my size, so I got my Street Fighter one, which is cool. I like Street Fighter.
And I got a Game Boy one.
They only had it in a dress form, so
And
Luki,
it was-
our
no,
They
Game
only
Boy
had it in large.
got a Game Boy dress here. So
It's not a
Strength.
dress, it's a large, very
And I
I got
right?
a Raven one.
and Anna's gonna raise it. All right, Luke, be polite, curtsy for the crowd there.
I
for our
actually didn't
listeners.
get this from there. My brother right here, Lukey, he gave me this.
I did?
Yeah.
Yeah, what? It's
You know what? They can't see your faces, I don't think, when you're at that high. So sit back down.
Yeah, but still, you can see my swag
Yeah.
shirt.
Stop saying swag.
swag is not retro.
That's like the new rad. So everything's swag.
I know.
Let's just go back to Rad. Rad is way better.
Rad.
This is
Yeah, it's
it's
90s,
my
baby.
rad shirt.
There you go. Thank you. So, let's see. Oh, I got, let's get a Luke. Would you,
Alright.
our Game Boy. Let's look at your pickups, or your pickup.
Well, I didn't get this at vacation, but PlayStation 2! Yeah, for $10. It was
Yes.
awesome.
And the
$10.
It doesn't work.
Now, it doesn't work, but I bought an $8 laser replacement, lens
So,
replacement.
It will work.
That should do the trick. So for $18, he's got a PlayStation 2 with all the cords and the
And
controller.
he's got 2
so.
games.
Yeah, and I have
And
to
you
do-
can play PlayStation 1 games, so you got a huge library of games you can play on this thing. So he's really excited about it.
Yeah, and so far I
So.
only have 2 games. I have NASCAR, which is right here.
Lame.
Yeah, but also I have that ATV game,
Yeah, we'll check
which
that
could
out.
be cool.
I found that
Yeah.
at Goodwill for a couple bucks. I figured I'd throw it in there and see if it works. But I'll go to me real quick. Good find, Lukey. That was a great flea market find for $10. Can't beat that.
He almost wouldn't let me get it, but I mean, you can't pass
My
that up.
Twitter followers will know that I picked up a GameCube recently at the Goodwill. Found it for $30 in really good shape. Came with 2 memory cards. Works. It looks. I haven't played it yet because I don't have any games yet.
A controller.
Controller itself is in really good shape. I love these controllers. These are really
They're
comfortable.
comfortable to click.
Yeah. So this is, and this hasn't been played much. This controller looks brand new. So that was a great find for $30. I did have one of these back in the day.
And then you sold it, which I was so angry about. Because
I was getting to
played
that.
it. I played
Like a
that
lot
as
of
kid.
my things, yeah, they played it, and I had to sell it at some point for some money, and we had a big flea market. That was one of the things I had to unfortunately sell.
He also sold his Xbox and an N64.
Yes, I did. I'm not proud of it.
Really?
Dad, I remember I used to love that PlayStation. I used to
Yes,
play
so I'm
all
looking
the
forward
time.
to get
GameCube.
back some of the games that I had, which was Wind Waker, Rogue Squadron,
Oh,
what else?
not Starfighter.
Luigi's Mansion
Well,
we had.
yeah, no, that was mine. I got it for my
We
birthday.
had, okay, fine, you had it. I didn't have it.
Thank you.
Gosh. All right, so anyway, I'm excited
And the
about.
Wind Waker.
I'm excited to finally get back into GameCube games. So
You also need the N64 and the original Xbox.
yeah, I need a lot of stuff. It's a work in progress. This takes time to build back the collection that I once had. So we're getting there. It's fun. It's a fun thing to go out retro hunting and spend time with the kids and get cool things and look for things that I had when I was a kid. It's very fun. So is that it, guys?
No, you gotta open up the card.
No, I'm not going to do that. I was going to open these up on film, but we're running long here. I don't want to make these videos too long, so I will open these up at some point.
On a separate video, small separate video.
Fine, I'll do a separate video of my little cards here. But these are cool. I am going to open them. I'm not big into keeping things in the packages. I want to see what's inside. So I will open these and smell them and read them. So,
Boogers and
all right. So anyway, let's wrap up here, guys. We had a great vacation.
Yes, we did.
We played some video games. Went to the arcade. We got some cool video game shirts, and we came home to this again. Can't thank Mr. Vintage enough for this. This was
Amazing.
amazing. Very kind of him.
Let's watch it now.
We're going to watch it soon. Go ahead and sit
Soon as
back
we
down.
get a
Yeah, she's excited too.
VCR.
She likes Scarlet, right?
Scarlet.
She's the girl from G.I. Joe. I need to school these guys on G.I. Joe.
I know who
We don't
she
watch
is.
a ton of it, so. But again, I really can't thank you enough, Vintage. This was very kind of you.
He looks
Um,
awesome.
I feel like I'm actually part of the community now, so very cool.
You are part of the community.
Yeah, I guess you're
Now
right.
we are.
We are. So thank you so much. I really feel welcome.
Thanks
now.
for the support.
It means a lot.
Thank
It really means a lot
you.
to us. So let's end it by saying thank you, Vintage. Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Thank you, Vintage!